Hey there, friends. Buckle up for an incredible story that'll grip your heart and keep you on the edge of your seat. Picture this: a dazzling world of luxury, love, and betrayal, where a pregnant wife is pushed to the brink, literally. But her comeback? Oh, it's nothing short of jaw-dropping. Let's dive into the emotional roller coaster of Claire Whitmore's life. A tale of resilience, cunning, and sweet, sweet justice. It all began on a balmy evening at 7:43 p.m. Claire, glowing with the promise of new life, padded barefoot through her sprawling villa, a bowl of cherries cradled in her hands. She just returned from prenatal yoga, her heart brimming with excitement to surprise her husband, Ethan, with a cozy evening snack. Little did she know, the real surprise was waiting just around the corner. As she passed the master bedroom, Ethan's low voice stopped her in her tracks. "Yes, I've handled it," he murmured, pacing like a restless lion. "Tonight's the night. She'll never see it coming. A little push is all it takes." Claire's world tilted. The cherries slipped from her grasp, tumbling across the marble floor, their crimson juice pooling like a dark omen. Her pulse roared in her ears as she caught his next words. "She signed everything over last week. The will, the assets. It's all mine now. Once she's gone, no one will challenge me." Her heart shattered, each beat screaming betrayal. This wasn't just greed. It was cold, calculated cruelty from the man who'd vowed to cherish her forever. But Claire? She didn't crumble. Oh no, she moved like a shadow, silent and swift, retreating to her private office where a yellow folder held her secret weapon. Reversible documents, a failsafe from her late father's lawyers. Ethan thought he was playing checkers, but Claire was mastering chess. She grabbed her phone, her voice steady as she dialed. "Logan, it's Claire. I need the rescue team at the marina by 10 p.m. No lights, no sound. Dark clothes. Wait for my signal." Logan's concern crackled through the line. "Are you safe?" "For now," Claire replied, cool as a cucumber. "Ethan thinks he's scripting a tragedy. Let's give him what he expects, until we don't." That night, Holston Bay Marina sparkled under a silver moon. Claire walked arm in arm with Ethan, the picture-perfect couple to any onlooker. Wealthy, beautiful, in love. But beneath her serene smile, a storm of vengeance brewed. Hidden under her navy dress was a life jacket, her secret lifeline. "You look stunning tonight," Ethan cooed, kissing her temple as he helped her aboard their luxury yacht, Serafina. Claire smiled sweetly, though her stomach churned. "To us?" Ethan toasted, pouring champagne. "To our future," she echoed, not sipping a drop. Leaning against the railing, she gazed at the endless water. "Ethan," she said softly, "do you ever think how fragile life is? How easily things or people can vanish?" He stiffened, eyes narrowing. "What are you saying?" "Nothing," she laughed, brushing it off. "Just thinking aloud." Then, in a heartbeat, it happened. With ruthless precision, Ethan shoved her backward, his hands slamming into her chest. Time froze as she fell, the cold air rushing past. Then, splash! She hit the dark water. But Claire was ready. The life jacket buoyed her up, and she stayed submerged, counting seconds. Above, Ethan's frantic footsteps echoed, his voice calling, "Claire, where are you?" 30 seconds. 60. She kicked toward the rendezvous point, where a silent speedboat waited. Strong arms pulled her aboard. "You're safe," Logan whispered. Claire glanced at the fading yacht. "Let him think he won," she said, her voice steel. "The game's far from over." For days later, the world mourned Claire Whitmore. Headlines screamed tragedy. Pregnant heiress lost at sea. Ethan played the grieving widower flawlessly, sobbing for cameras, organizing a lavish memorial. Candles flickered in vigils. Social media overflowed with condolences, and corporate flags flew at half-mast. But in the shadows of the chapel, a woman in black sat poised, her veil casting an air of mystery. Claire, hidden behind mirrored sunglasses, watched Ethan's tearful eulogy, marveling at his audacity. "He's good," Logan murmured beside her. He's arrogant, Claire corrected, her lips barely moving. And arrogance makes people careless. 2 weeks later, Vanessa Clark, Ethan's mistress, strutted into the Whitmore mansion like a queen claiming her throne. She draped herself in Claire's silk robes, her heirloom jewelry, even her signature perfume, tainting everything with her presence. The staff seethed silently, powerless as she claimed dominion. Meanwhile, Claire watched from her secluded mountain estate, surveillance feeds flickering across screens. Each frame fueled her resolve, sharpening her vengeance. She's brazen, Logan noted, watching Vanessa lounge on Claire's favorite chaise, sipping wine from a Whitmore-crested goblet. She's stupid, Claire countered. They both are. They think they've won. Let them celebrate, for now. Claire's revenge wasn't born of hatred but of justice. Cold, calculated, meticulous. Every move Ethan and Vanessa made, every stolen luxury, every whispered promise, tightened the noose around their necks. They'll learn, Claire said softly, watching Vanessa laugh while twirling her grandmother's pearls. No one betrays me and walks away unscathed. She rewound footage, studying their carefree laughter, committing every detail to memory. What's the update with the estate lawyers? She asked Logan abruptly. They're combing through your father's trust, he replied. Ethan has temporary control, but once the audit wraps, the board votes on permanent ownership. And if I don't show my face before then? Claire asked, her gaze fixed on Vanessa popping a grape with exaggerated flourish. Logan hesitated. He gets it all. Claire exhaled, her shoulders relaxing. Then we'd better make sure he doesn't get the chance. That evening, Vanessa lounged in the mansion, flipping through design catalogs, mentally claiming gold leaf mirrors and chandeliers. A staff member delivered a plain brown parcel with her name in elegant cursive. Expecting jewelry or designer samples, she tore it open, then froze. Inside was a Polaroid from the night Claire died, showing her and Ethan laughing aboard the yacht, glasses raised. On the back, in precise ink, guilt stains deeper than salt water. Vanessa's fingers trembled, dread pooling in her stomach. Ethan, she screamed, her voice shattering the mansion's quiet. He thundered downstairs, his face paling as he saw the photo. This wasn't taken by anyone we know, Vanessa stammered. Who could have done this? Ethan's mind raced, his gaze darting to the windows, the shadows seeming darker, heavier. They were being watched. Claire, hidden in dense foliage outside, watched through binoculars as Ethan tossed the Polaroid into the fireplace, the flames consuming it. He thought fire could erase his sins, but Claire knew guilt lingered, stubborn and unyielding. The storm was brewing, and she was patient, waiting for the perfect moment to unleash its fury. By week 4, Ethan shed his grief, transforming it into ambition. In the Whitmore Global Holdings boardroom, he exuded confidence, his suit tailored to perfection. Claire's initials faintly visible on the cuffs, a poetic irony. Gentlemen, he declared, we've mourned long enough. It's time to rebuild. But Claire, monitoring from a leased office, saw the cracks forming. Every word, every gesture, was captured by Logan's discreet cameras. He's laying it on thick, Logan remarked. Arrogance blinds people, Claire replied, sipping honey-laced tea, her expression neutral. Ethan spoke of growth, avoiding Claire's name, as if erasing her from history. But Derek Langston, a senior board member and her father's protege, wasn't swayed. His sharp eyes missed nothing, suspecting Ethan's seamless rise. After the meeting, Derek lingered, dialing a memorized number. She's alive, he whispered. Claire's voice was steady. Yes, and I need your help. Derek's loyalty surged. Whatever you need, he said firmly. Meanwhile, Ethan and Vanessa stood on the mansion's balcony, whiskey in hand, watching the sunset. You ever think about her? Vanessa asked, probing. Why waste time on someone who's dead? Ethan smirked, but tension flickered in his jaw. Vanessa's doubt lingered. Sometimes I wonder if we did enough. Ethan tilted her chin. We did what we had to. End of story. But Claire, watching via hidden cameras, smiled. They hadn't done enough, not nearly. In her father's study, Claire reviewed Ethan's reckless transactions. Suspicious transfers, offshore accounts, Vanessa on the payroll as a consultant. His hubris left him sloppy, drunk on power. "We need a scandal big enough to topple him," Claire told Logan. "If we expose him now, it'll look petty. But if we wait..." Logan nodded. "Let him dance." Claire's lips curved. "When the music stops, we'll yank the curtain." 2 months later, Ethan hosted a lavish party to honor Claire's 31st birthday. A coronation disguised as mourning. Champagne flowed, chandeliers sparkled, and Vanessa dazzled in Claire's diamond bracelet, flaunted like a trophy. The staff's disgust simmered as the mansion, once warm with Claire's presence, felt cold, hollow. Claire watched via grainy feeds, noting Ethan's smug grin, Vanessa's calculated charm. "They're actors on a stage," she murmured. "But stages collapse." She tapped her laptop, sending a card to Vanessa's clutch. "Some ghosts don't haunt, they return." Vanessa froze mid-laugh, her smile cracking. Scanning the crowd, she felt watched, judged. Across the street, Claire observed from a black SUV, her binoculars catching Vanessa's unease. "She's unraveling," Logan noted. "I want them to feel me," Claire said. "Doubt, not just fear." Inside, Vanessa whispered the message to Ethan, his face darkening. "Who the hell is doing this?" he growled, crumpling the card. "What if it's Claire?" Vanessa ventured, her voice trembling. "Claire's dead," Ethan snapped, but doubt crept in. Claire smiled, watching the cracks widen. Then, she sent an email to Ethan's inbox. "You should have checked the will twice." Attached was the original inheritance document, detailing provisions Ethan ignored, naming Claire the sole beneficiary. His blood ran cold as he read, his composure fraying. "We've been played," he choked, panic rising. Claire watched, her eyes gleaming. "Let them squirm." In a discreet office, Claire met Derek and 2 trustees, sliding a file of damning evidence. Bank transfers, travel logs, proof of Ethan and Vanessa's scheme. "If this goes public, careers will end," Harriet warned. "That's the plan," Claire replied. "I'll be at the board vote, alive. They won't see me coming." Derek smirked. "You'll stop their hearts. Only the guilty ones," Claire countered. Monday morning, the board convened in Whitmore Global Holdings' Glass Fortress. Ethan, rigid with forced confidence, pleaded for permanent CEO status. "As my late wife would have wanted," he lied, his hands trembling. Derek interrupted, citing concerns. Harriet slid an envelope across the table. Ethan's face drained as he opened it, finding Claire's evidence. Across town, Claire watched via live feed, her smile fleeting. Let him sweat. As the vote began, hands rose. Ethan needed one more. Then click, the door opened. Claire stepped in, radiant, her pregnancy visible, her presence commanding. The room froze. "Claire?" Ethan whispered, pale as death. "Good morning, gentlemen," she said calmly. "I believe you were about to hand over my company." She placed an envelope on the table. Falsified transfers, offshore accounts, proof of attempted murder, by the man before you. Gasps rippled. Derek moved to suspend the vote. Harriet seconded. "You thought you could kill me," Claire told Ethan, her voice icy. "But I'm a Whitmore. We don't go down without a fight." Security arrived, leading Ethan away in handcuffs. Vanessa watched from the corridor, deleting Ethan's desperate text. That evening, she entered her claimed bedroom, finding it stripped bare. A card read, * leave now. No farewells. * Logan stood in the doorway. "Your car's waiting. You can't do this," she snapped. "This house belongs to Claire," Logan replied. "She's won." Vanessa drove away, the mansion's lights extinguished behind her. 3 months later, Claire stood at the harbor, no longer a victim but a survivor. Her daughter kicked, strong and alive. Headlines blazed. CEO arrested in Yacht murder plot. Heiress returns to reclaim empire. Claire rebuilt Whitmore Global Holdings, her leadership restoring its glory. In the boardroom, she addressed her team. People may try to steal your crown, but they can't wear it if they never earned it. Applause erupted. Later, in the nursery, she sank into her mother's rocker, hand on her belly. "I thought I lost everything," she whispered to her daughter. "But losing everything is how I found myself." Claire Whitmore had risen, stronger than ever, her crown firmly in place.